Hey, welcome back, everybody. Once again, as always, I appreciate you taking time to stop by and check out another video. So I am outside early here on a Saturday morning, and I have got a lot of stuff I want to get accomplished today. You guys know this time change, if you work full time, doesn't leave much time after work to get much done. So I'm kind of in a scramble. There's been a lot going on in the Woodyard. Just a lot of it doesn't make video. It's hard enough to get stuff done in a time crunch in the evenings after work. You know what I'm talking about. Getting the camera out and all that with time you get equipment out, there's just not enough time. So what's been going on? Well, I've got quite a few. I think this is one of 4 tree service drop-offs I've had this past week. This is all pecan. That's what I don't have bucked up. And then, of course, off camera, I've got a real nice pile over here bucked up. That was 2 loads there. There's a little bit more on the other side of the pile I still need to get to and get bucked up. Firewood stand has been going crazy. There's a weather change coming. As you can see, the tarp on top of the firewood. We've got a couple really cold nights. Frost, leaves are starting to fall, so that's the reason the tarp's back there. If you didn't catch the last video, my son Evan and his girlfriend Molly were home from college. They were using the 17XS to clean up the rest of the maple and cherry that we had here in the middle. They got it all split up and got it in the bin. So if you didn't see that video, as the first time that we really got to use the 17XS. But we're going to get to it today. We're going to put it back to work. So what do I got going on? What's the purpose of me in a rush to getting all of this pecan split? Well, due to the sales and the weather change that's coming in, firewood stand has been going crazy. I've made some deliveries. People have been picking up wood. I am down to 4 totes, I believe, of seasoned, ready to burn firewood for the firewood stand. So anxiety is real. I have bought a couple loads of firewood off Facebook that was seasoned, ready to burn. And of course, it wasn't. So that is drying. I've got it all stacked. I split a tote of oak and a tote of ugly splits the other night. So I am getting a little done. I try to do a little bit every day. But this pecan, I was talking with Norm from Widman Cycles. And when I told him I had a bunch of pecan getting dropped off, he liked the sound of that. Norm has a really good smoker market in the St. Louis area. You guys know Norm from the demo units that I'm using over at Widman Cycles. He is also a firewood guy. He's got a really good smoker market. To me, I was going to split all this pecan, stack it in totes, take it next door, let it dry, and probably get sold as bulk firewood mixed in with other species next year. Norm says, no, don't do that. So he's got a use for all of this pecan. He is currently out of pecan. So when I told him I had pecan, he lit up. So we're going to do a barter. We're going to do a trade. I'm going to split up all this pecan. And in turn, Norma's going to trade me the equal amount of firewood that is ready to burn, ready to go. That's going to help him out, get him back in line with his pecan supply. He's going to split it down, cuts it to 12 inches, makes bundles. He makes chunks with the other 4 inches. He's got the whole market for that, and he's going to kiln dry it and get it ready to go. So that's going to be good for him. And then he's going to trade me wood that's going to keep my firewood stand going for a month or so. So that's another good thing. So I got that to do. I've got all this to get split up, and let me just show you the setup here. This is what I'm going to do today. I got the 17XS out, the FC16 conveyor. We're going to conveyor it right into 4 IBC totes, and I don't care if it's mounded up over the top, because first of the week I'm going to Norm's to pick up his dump trailer with 2 full cords of ready to burn on it. I was going to conveyor this into my dump trailer, but I need my trailer tomorrow. I'm going to the farm to pick up more maple so I can fill the rest of the bunker back here and get it done. So I need my trailer. I can't conveyor into the trailer, so my idea is today, conveyor it into those 4 totes. It may be mounted, spilling over onto the ground, but then when I get Norm's trailer here with the ready-to-go firewood, I'm going to stack that into totes. And then I'm just going to pick these totes up when I get his trailer empty and dump them on his trailer. Anything on the ground, I'll just conveyor it right into his trailer. We'll make that trade. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to get splitting. The wind is going to start picking up. Audio's probably not going to be the greatest. So what I'm going to do, probably be a lot of this in time lapse. I'm going to throw some footage in here that I got a couple weeks ago when I was down in Kimmswick, Missouri, helping Norm and his dad Tom. They had a booth set up down there. Bob Nelson from Wolf Ridge came down, helped us out with the event. It was a really, really good time. I didn't get a lot of footage, so it's going to be very limited. Bob Nelson got a lot of good footage over on the Wolf Ridge YouTube channel. You can see some of it there, and he's also got more on their Facebook page. So I'm going to throw some of that footage in here, and then I'm also going to throw in maybe some, if I've got some footage of me bucking up this wood or tree service getting dropped up, I'll throw some of that in there too. I'm going to do that right now while we're getting the equipment warmed up and ready to go. So check that out, and then we're going to get to splitting. it's starting to add up fast. Just gonna knock this cone down, let the stuff, equipment rest, go grab a drink, keep going. It's tending to want to come back. Oh, they're filling pretty evenly. I'm not really concerned about that. Just want to try to get as much in and around them as I can. Keep it off the ground. Taking just a little bit longer because he's wanting them about hand size. And pecan tends to be a stringier wood, so you see me pulling it apart and throwing it, it gets hung up. If you had good straight grain maple or whatever, it would just feed right through the conveyor. But these tend to get hung up and I'm pulling them apart, so I'm just making sure they're the right size. Well, all right, everybody, the 17XS, I can't say enough about it. This is some very stringy pecan. I don't know how many of you have ever split pecan, but for the naysayers that say 17 tons isn't enough, it is. I will say, now with the 4-way on there, I did stop it on a couple pieces. I don't know if that's in video or not, or while I was shutting the camera off. But look at the pile of strings and debris underneath the splitter. That just shows you how stringy it is. But all in all, very capable splitter. I think if I would have had just a single wedge on there, none of it would have stopped me. It's like you can hear it kick down into that second stage when it bogs and it just pushes on through. But look at the pile that we've come up with. This is a very good start on my trade barter with Norm. Probably what I'm going to do here is wrap the video up. You can see it's just a tad bit lopsided. I'm going to raise the conveyor up and then move it forward and then continue to fill that in. If it spills out on the ground, that's okay. I'll just throw it in the conveyor when I get his trailer here, conveyor it up, and then pick those totes up with the tractor like I said before. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you're interested in this Wolfridge equipment, if you want more information on it, you can always hit Wolfridge up on their website and YouTube channel as well. I'll leave links in the description, and if you're interested in this very equipment, these are demos, and like I've stated before, they will be going back and they will be available. So if you're interested in stuff like this, I'll leave Widman Cycles right down there in the video description below, the links to them and their phone numbers. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. Stay tuned. When I get the trailer here, if I'm able, I'll show you some footage of the trade. I might even put it in the end of this video, so stay tuned to the end. We'll see how long this one's running, and we'll show you some of that footage if I can. All right, everybody, until next time, as always, get outside. We'll see you.